Hello everyone, today I'm going to do kind of like a rant video for you guys because I'm so flippin' sick and tired of people bashing other parents in videos. There's tons of YouTubers I watch that every comment is half negative or all negative. And when I started YouTube a long time ago, like when I think I was 11 when I started YouTube, there was no bashing, there was no criticism to this extent. Now there is good criticism and there's bad criticism. What I've been seeing is bad criticism. It is bashing other parents for their parenting styles, their parenting choices, what they do to their kids. Now I understand they're beating them upside the head with a brick. You know, you have a right to report that to the cops and get taken care of. But simple things like, oh, she's giving her child an Oreo cookie before dinner. That's the parent's choice. They have to deal with that child and their energy. They get highbrow sweets. Maybe their kid had a good day at school and maybe they want to give them a treat. Or maybe you don't see what happened beforehand. Maybe they fell and that's a reward for not throwing a fit in the store. Or, you know, there's tons of things that could have happened. You know, in that process that the child got rewarded with a treat. You know, I rather use food as a reward system than a toy, in personal opinion, my personal opinion, because my kids only get toys for birthdays and Christmas. They don't get toys every single day. They go out to the store and see, I want this toy. Now maybe when they get older, maybe they get a toy once every 4 months or something, but they don't need toys right now, so they get a toy every birthday or Christmas. And even some birthdays I say no toys at all. It just matters on my kid's birthday or when their birthday is. And when I do the pantry tour, or when I do a food haul, or when I do a food relay video, I get bashed for what I feed my kids. But you do not see what they eat during the week. So if you guys want me to do a what they eat in the week, let me know, because it's not... Yes, some of it's processed. I could care less what you think about processed food. My kids are healthy and happy, and they're full. They have food in their stomachs. They are full. They're not starving to death. They have food in their stomachs. They're fed. They're bathed. They're clean. They have a roof over their head. They are happy. My 2-year-old's napping right now. My 4-month-old is napping. And my 3-year-old's watching Baby First TV, having a ball with the music. And she's drinking a cup full of juice, because that kept her calm from waking up her 2 sisters. She just had a piece of cake because it keeps her calm from waking up her sisters. I don't care. So when you see what's in our pantry, you gotta remember we have a fridge, we have a freezer. You're not seeing everything. And when I do fridge haul when we move out, I will show you guys what we have in our fridge and freezer and pantry when we move out to our own place, because right now we don't have our own entirely fridge. Like, we don't own a whole entire fridge to ourselves. We have a shelf and a drawer, and then the freezer we have a compartment area. We live with other people right now, so you see what I show you. I don't show my kids that much because that's my personal choice. Now when they get older and they say, Mom, there'll be new videos, then I'll let them meet my videos a little bit more, but right now it's such a crazy world out there. I don't feel comfortable putting my kids on YouTube that much. I may show you a few clips here and there of the kids. You may follow me on Instagram and see a couple pictures here and there of the kids, but mainly you guys don't see them because of personal safety issues. You know, there is so many crazy people in the world. There's that shooting in Florida where 17 kids got killed. Teachers, kids, adults, they got killed a couple days ago. Not even yesterday, actually. I was watching this a couple days ago. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's why I get so pissed off. And I don't respond to many comments anymore because people are so negative Nellies and they don't understand what it's like to have 3 kids under 4 years old. Try it for a day. Go open a babysitting place for an hour. Have your friend who has kids under a certain age, bring them all over, and you try and babysit. You know, all kids under 4. And see what happens. You will go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So when I feed my kids junk food, they don't get junk food every day. They get a dessert after lunch, and dinner. And if they're good and they're well behaved, they may get a snack in between. They may get a fruit snack. They may get a cookie. They may get a cake. They may get half a cake because I can't eat the whole one. They're like the mini cakes you get from Walmart for like 50 cents. So, I don't understand when people be so rude and don't understand the concept of a pantry tour. Pantry tours is what's in your pantry. If I had 2 pantries, I would show you both pantries. I only have 1 pantry, and that's what we have in our pantry now. Now, we do have to go get more veggies for the pantry and more applesauce cups, but I don't have a car because I don't drive, so I have to wait to go get to a store. So, you don't know what we eat during the basis. You don't know if we just ran out of veggies. You don't know if we just ran out of fruit. So, before you make a judgment, think about it. Not everyone has $1 million in the universe. Not everyone has a grocery store close by. Not everyone can just drop everything and run to the store and pick up veggies and fruit and things like that. My kids love fruit cups, but they're $4 here. So, in our budget, when we have money for fruit cups, I give them fruit cups. If we have money for fruit, actual real fresh fruit, I give them fruit. My kids eat crackers. They eat cookies, cakes, things like that because that's what they like. But they don't drink caffeinated soda. That's where I draw the line. And there's things I draw the line on. What they can have and what they can't have. Chocolate, for instance, is one thing. Oreos are dairy-free if you guys did not know that. Heads up. My kids are very sensitive to dairy. So they can't have milk that often. They can't have tons of cake or anything with milk in it because it gets them super sick. So I have to be careful what I buy it too, because if I make them an Alfredo dinner, for instance, I cannot give them any more dairy for the rest of the day because that upsets their stomach. Or I can only give them a certain amount of dairy. There's so many ounces per kid. I don't feel like going into it in this video. I think Christina can have up to 30 ounces a day of dairy in anything. So, and then Sam can have, I think it's 50 ounces. And then Riley is not allergic right now, so she doesn't watch it. But imagine measuring out how much percentage each food has and going through all that trial and error and finally finding safe snacks that they can have and having a other person bash you on your video for giving them the safe snacks, even though they can't have ice cream, they can't have tons of cake, they can't have, you know, normal cookies because they have tons of dairy in them. So you just got to think before you speak, because you never know what dietary restrictions they may have. Now, my kids are outgrowing it finally, so their ounces are getting higher, but for the first 2 years in my oldest life, she couldn't have much dairy. So, just a PSA, public service announcement here. Be nice, think before you talk, and ask a question. Do not be rude about it, because I will delete your comment if you're rude, and I don't care what you think if I delete your comment, because I read it. So, you can make your opinion to me, but I don't care about it. If I deleted your comment, I really don't care about your opinion, because it's irrelevant. So, that's my rant. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave requests for videos down below if you watched all this. Okay, bye.